Have you gotten to the point where you thought maybe I should just stop dating altogether? Not because you don't want love. You actually want love. You want somebody you can laugh with, build with, trust, feel safe with, and come back home to. But dating has started to really feel like a chore. It's exhausting. You meet somebody today, the conversation is amazing, they seem very interested in you, you start getting excited, then suddenly their energy changes, their replies get slower, the plans become vague. You don't know what you are anymore. You're wondering, are they actually interested in me? And instead of enjoying getting to know someone, you're analyzing their text messages, checking when they were last active on social media. You're wondering why they watched your story but didn't respond. You're trying to figure out whether they are busy or losing interest in you or talking to someone else. And eventually, you're exhausted. So today I want to talk about why dating feels so difficult for so many people right now, because I don't think people are necessarily tired of love. I think people are tired of uncertainty, and that's the difference. Hello amazing people, my name is Rachel. I'm a certified relationship coach, and on this channel we talk about healing, relationship, self-growth, and faith. Modern dating gives more access to people than ever before. We cannot agree. Dating apps have made it possible to meet people we would probably never encounter in our everyday life. But more options doesn't necessarily create better relationships. Sometimes they create the feeling that there is always somebody better one swipe away. And that can completely change how people approach relationships. Instead of asking, could I build something meaningful with this person? People start asking, can I find someone better? And when you're constantly looking for the next option, it's difficult to become emotionally invested in the person standing right in front of you. But here's another problem. A lot of people are dating without actually being emotionally available for a relationship. They want companionship, they want attention, they want affection, they want somebody to text, they want somebody to sleep with, they want somebody to make them feel wanted. But wanting the benefit of a relationship and being prepared to participate in a healthy relationship are two completely different things. Someone can genuinely enjoy you and still not be capable of giving you a healthy relationship. That's why chemistry isn't enough. I always tell people chemistry isn't enough. You can have incredible chemistry with someone who is emotionally unavailable. You can have amazing conversation with someone who has no intention of committing to you. You can feel deeply connected to someone who is inconsistent. And this is where people get hurt, because they confuse connection with compatibility. Just because somebody makes you feel something doesn't mean they are capable of building something with you. And sometimes the person you're most attracted to isn't the person who is healthiest for you. Yes, I know some ladies can attest to that. The people you love, clearly sometimes they don't love you back. It's those guys that you're not interested in that are interested in you. That's a hard lesson, because we are taught to chase the spark, the butterflies, connection, the person who makes our heart race. But healthy love doesn't always begin with fireworks. Sometimes it feels like peace, it feels like consistency, it feels like someone actually doing what they said they would do. It feels like not having to decode every interaction. And if you've spent a lot of time around inconsistent people, consistency can actually feel boring at first, because your nervous system is already used to that. That's something I want you to pay attention to, because sometimes you aren't attached to the wrong person because you're unlucky. No, sometimes your nervous system has become familiar with unpredictability. So when someone is hot and cold, you become emotionally activated. You wonder what they are thinking. You want their attention. You feel relieved when they come back to you. And the emotional roller coaster can feel like chemistry, but it isn't necessarily chemistry. Sometimes it's anxiety in disguise. And that's why one of the most important things you can do while dating is stop asking only, do they like me? Start asking, do I actually like how I feel around them? Do I feel secure? Do I feel respected? Do I feel like I can communicate better or honestly? Do their action match their words? Do they make space for me? Are they consistent? Do we think the same? Do we want the same kind of relationship? Because somebody liking you is not enough. You also need to like who you become when you're connected to someone. If dating constantly makes you anxious, insecure, confused, and desperate for reassurance, that's information. And I'm not saying every uncomfortable feeling means someone is wrong for you. No. Relationship requires vulnerability. Dating requires uncertainty. You won't know everything about somebody immediately. No, it takes time. You have to study their character. But there's a difference between the normal uncertainty of getting to know someone and the chronic confusion created by inconsistent behavior. You shouldn't have to spend 3 months trying to figure out whether someone actually wants you. And this is where I think intentional dating becomes so important. You don't have to interrogate somebody on the first date. No, you don't do that. It's totally wrong. As a coach, I would not advise you do that. But you should be willing to have an honest conversation. What are you looking for? Are you dating casually? Are you looking for a committed relationship? Do you eventually want marriage? What does commitment mean to you? And this is important. Listen to the answer without trying to negotiate it. If someone tells you they are not looking for a relationship, please believe them. If they tell you they don't know what they want, don't volunteer to become their emotional rehabilitation center. If someone tells you they are not ready for commitment, don't make it your mission to convince them that you're worthy of committing to. No, your job isn't to audition for a relationship. Your job is to determine whether the relationship is right for you too. Because dating should not be a job interview where you're desperately trying to convince someone to hire you. You're evaluating each other. And sometimes the healthiest dating decision isn't figuring out how to make someone choose you. No, it's recognizing that they are not choosing what you want and having enough self-respect to walk away. Last but not the least, I want to leave with this. If dating has been exhausting you lately, don't automatically conclude that love isn't for you. Maybe you don't need to become colder. Maybe you don't need to stop caring. Maybe you don't need to actually lower your standards. No. Also, maybe you need to become more intentional about who gets access to your emotions. Because not everyone who is interested in you deserves access to you. Yes, I'm saying it. I said it. And I'm going to say it so many times. And not everyone you're attracted to is capable of loving you well. The goal isn't to find somebody who gives you butterfly. No, the goal is to find somebody whose character, values, emotional availability, and actions give you something much more valuable. Peace, yes. And if you're a believer, remember the Bible says, above all else, guard your heart. That doesn't mean build a wall around it. No, that's not what I'm saying. It means don't hand your heart to people who have shown you that they don't know how to handle it. So let me ask you one question before I go. What do you think makes dating harder these days? Too many options, emotional unavailability, dating apps, or what do you think? Tell me in the comment section. Let's talk, because I think a lot of people are experiencing the same thing and they don't just have the right words for it. That being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. It's your girl Rachel. If you haven't subscribed, if this video resonates with you in any form or you like it in any way, please do share, subscribe, share to that sister or that girlfriend that you think needs this video. Thank you. Bye. See you on the next one. Ciao.